Well, hello there, Pluckers. Arthur Solving here again with you. Thanks indeed for joining me for another guitar lesson. This is the second part of a set of lessons for the number by Ghost called He Is. Okay, and this lesson is for the acoustic guitar solo in the middle of the song. Okay, so just to recap, the chords behind the solo are basically the same as the verse. So when the solo starts, he plays when he hits that note, the backing comes in, and it's A minor, so C to E minor to A minor, and it just repeats A minor to C, E minor to A minor, and it goes into the chorus. Okay, so the solo itself is something like this. Onto the chorus, okay, something like that. Okay, so not note for note, but it's not far off. Okay, so the solo itself, right? So it starts, the way I play it anyway, it starts on the 3rd string on the 5th fret. Okay, and you hammer up from the 5th fret of the 3rd string to the 7th fret. Alright, and you pull off when you hit the. And you pull off from the 7th fret of the 3rd back to the 5th. Okay. Then you slide the down from the 5th to the 4th on the 3rd, so, and then you pluck the 5th again, fret of the 3rd, 5th fret of the 3rd again. So, okay, so it's only 2 hits. The first one is, and then the second one is that one. Okay, so it's just 2. Got that slowly. Got that. Right, so that's the first one, that's the first bit. Then it repeats it, but it only goes down to the slide down to the 4th fret of the 3rd, okay? Goes that, and then you have to go, and then you take the slide from the, instead of just playing that note, you slide from the 5th on the 3rd, 5th fret on the 3rd, so up to the 9th fret on the 3rd, and then back quickly to the 5th fret on the 3rd. So slowly. So okay. Okay. Then we do the same thing again and end up on the 4th fret again. So there. So okay. And this time you go that. So it's a sort of a, from the 5th fret on the 2nd up to the 8th fret on the 2nd, slide, and then 9th fret on the 3rd, 9th fret on the 4th. It's like an A minor shape, yeah? So it's, so far we've got this. Slowly, okay? Got that? The next one, the next bit is, okay, so that's 10th fret on the 2nd, and you pick it and you pull off until the 8th fret of the 2nd, and then you play the 9th fret of the 3rd, 8th fret of the 2nd, and 9th of the 3rd again. So, okay, got that? So from the beginning, slowly. Okay, and the next bit is a slide on the 2nd string from the 3rd fret sorry, this 5th fret of the 2nd, down to the 3rd fret of the 2nd, and back up to the 5th fret of the 2nd. So it's alright, all on the 2nd string. 5th fret to the 3rd fret, back to the 5th fret on the 2nd string, alright? And then bar the first 2 strings on the 5th fret. Okay, I'll show you why in a minute. Comes the trickiest bit. Okay, so from the beginning, we'll go from the beginning again, so slowly. Alright, that's as far as we've got. Now this is the tricky bit, I think, for most people anyway. Barred the first 2 strings on the 5th fret, and then you put pinky, well I'm using my pinky, I think you'll have to, onto the 8th fret of the 1st string, and you pluck it, and then you pull off to the bar which is on the 5th fret. So, okay. Then you play the 2nd string on the 5th fret. So, got that? Okay. So, right. Got that? And then you play the 7th fret the same way on the 1st string with your, I'm using my 3rd finger, okay? Hit that one, pull off to the 5th on the 1st string, play the 5th on the 2nd. So first one, okay? Alright, got that? So, alright. If you speed it up, that's what you get. So, and then if you can stretch it all the way up to the 10th fret with your pinky and do the same thing. Right? So pick the 10th fret with your pinky, pull off, then play the 2nd string on the 5th. Alright, so you've got this. Back to the 8th fret, then the 10th fret. Alright? So, very slowly from the beginning, this is what we've got. Okay? Right, so. And then you go single strings this time. 8 on the 1st, 7 on the 1st, 5 on the 1st. So from that whole bit is okay at the end, just the 3. So you've got that. So far. Okay, so it's okay. Then we go up to the 12th fret of the 1st string, down to the 10th fret. So it's 12th on the 1st, 10th on the 1st, 12th on the 1st, 13th on the 1st. 12th on the 1st, and then finally 13th on the 2nd. So it's got that. So 12 on the 1st, 10 on the 1st, 12 on the 1st, 13 on the 1st, 12 on the 1st, and finally 13 on the 2nd. So. Okay, so far sorry, alright. slow that down. Okay, and then we've got this. Right, now this is basically you play the 8th fret of the 2nd string and then bend that finger over so it plays the 8th fret of the 1st string, so, and then lift it off and play the 7th fret of the 1st string with while I'm using my 1st finger obviously. That's right, so, and then back to the 8th fret of the 2nd, and then finally on this bit is the 10th fret of the 1st string, so it's, that's right. That's how I'm playing it. I mean, there are different ways of fingering it, but okay, that's what I'm doing. So you do that, so you come out of this, you do that again, do it twice, okay, so, and then you do the same again, but, so that's 8 on the, so that, the first bit's exactly the same, so, and then you play the 10th on the 2nd, 8th on the 2nd, 10th on the 2nd. So that whole thing from this bit is, so let's go from this bit. And then finally, 7 on the 1st, 8 on the 1st, 10 on the 1st, and then he is, okay? Okay, so we'll do that whole thing slowly. Okay, so here we go. Not easy, is it? Here we go. Sorry. Okay, and obviously if you speed that up, it's something like that. Okay. Right, thanks for watching and listening. Hope that helps you with that. Get somebody else to play the rhythm and away you go. Anyway, see you in the next video.